are with the Xeikon Cheetah, probably one of the most known presses, Xeikon presses around the world in the label industry. You can find her down in New Zealand, up in the north of America, north of Europe, and even down in the southern parts of Latin America, in Chile, for example. And why is that? Well, it's a very successful press because it delivers a lot of benefits to you as a label printer. What are those? Well, for example, it has a web width of 13-inch, but runs at a speed of 30 meters a minute or 98 feet a minute. But more important, that speed is not impacted by the dimensions of the labels that you're printing, small, large, doesn't matter. It's not impacted by the amount of print stations that you're using. It's not impacted by the level of opacity from your white that you require. And fourthly, it's not impacted about the resolution that you're printing. You will always be running at the highest resolution, a true 1200 dpi printing press. Now this 1200 dpi printing resolution, together with the dry toner, delivers a lot of benefits to you as a label printer, because it allows you to really address that higher quality segment. So complementing your offset labels, complementing your flexo labels. It actually achieves a very good result also on very challenging materials, like for example the natural papers, structured papers used in the wine and spirits, which require also that high quality. So it's really an ideal press for such kind of segments. But beyond that, it serves a broader range of end-use applications. Looking, for example, in the food safety. If you look to the dry toner, it has a tremendous advantage in food safety. Why is that? There's no liquid components sitting around that dry toner that have a potential to migrate. It's a dry substance. Still, that is not the only thing that makes it an ideal technology. If you look also to the chemical nature of the dry toner, it is such a chemical structure that it has a very low molecular transmission rate. Now these are all complicated words that I'm using maybe, but you could see it in a very much more simpler and easier way. Take for example the toner bottles, and you look to the packaging. You can't find any signs on there that indicate that this is a hazardous product, and that's indeed because it isn't. But take on the other side a liquid toner bottle, or take for example the bottles for any of the UV inkjet presses that you could find on the market, even our own Panther, and you look to the package, you would immediately see these hazardous signs that are required by legislation in case it is a hazardous product. So hence, that's already very small things that allow you to see that there is a big difference between those different technologies. Now it's not only about food safety. There are some other advantages. For example, the fact that it gives a very high light fastness dry toner. That's not by the nature of it being dry toner, but because we've made the choice, Xeikon, to put in high quality pigments. And it ensures that you can sell labels that don't stand out only on day one, but really stand out for the longer term. On top of that, dry toner gives also the flexibility in expanding your color gamut. What do I mean with that? Well, standard, the Xeikon or the Cheetah press is actually equipped with 5 print stations. CMYK plus white. You could actually take any of those colors out, and in most cases it's the white which people would take out, and replace it with a gamut extension color. A red, a blue, an orange, and you actually expand the gamut in a specific area. But you could also replace that color with, for example, a custom color that we could make, like in this case, which is a custom specific gray that was made for a customer. It only takes about 10 minutes. There's no long cleaning cycles. Why? Because again, it's dry powder, it's dust, which you can suck away with a vacuum cleaner. And to give you an idea, where in application, where for example these custom colors are used, and where also our uniqueness of the 1200 dpi print resolutions are used, is for example these tax stamps. If you come to Belgium or Luxembourg and you would buy any smoking goods, cigarettes, cigars, you would see the tax stamps that are on there, all of them are printed on a Xeikon press, utilizing the 1200 dpi to integrate unique security features, but at the same time also utilizing, I think, 2 or 3 unique custom colors to make it really a secure product that costs a lot of, that actually is costing a lot of money and has a lot of high value also. All right, this is